There was been a lot of discussion about what open access was. You know, we know it has to be free, it has to be easy, and that's there. But now that we've got that, what's the next step? Where are we going? And I think that's what really, I started using the phrase action publishing just to be funny, and it's starting to take on a life of its own. So I thought for today it was really incumbent that we have a chart that you could actually see and how it looks. And if you take a close look at open access, what I'd like us really to do is think about open as a verb, not as an adjective. Because I think what we're really doing is we're making it open. We're opening access to so many people. And right now, if you take a look at that first section that says open access, we're at the book stage. We haven't even started to work on the interactive websites, the social networking, and all of those things that is becoming part of how we as a society understand democracy, how we understand change, how we understand power. And it's really incumbent upon universities and seniors to get a hold of that and to make it work. So over the next 4 or 5 months, we're going to be working very hard with as many people as we can connect with to create a home base, a website, where people can come and they can network and they can learn from each other and do all sorts of wonderful things. The next step, of course, now if I was a publisher standing here, I'd call that marketing. But we're calling that engaging. Because I think what happens when you move into an action, apart from just sort of opening your doors, but action means engagement. And we have a number of really key partners that we're looking for. Of course, we're looking for seniors. They're the heart of this. But I think our project was really successful because of the retired researchers that got involved. And so we want to really reach out to those, along with the academics and the teachers and the students and everybody else who wants to come on board. The third piece is the acting and interacting. And I think that's the difference. I mean, if you take a look at most publishing does all 3 of the sections on here, except for acting and interacting. And I guess for us, that's really what our project brought to this. It brought a way of people actually learning together about research, conducting research, and sharing their research. And that was a very major step forward in terms of understanding how to turn action research now into an action publishing process, because we want to take those skills that are captured in this book out to new groups of people. And then, of course, the last piece, and it was the one that took us the longest. I think we took 2 or 3 times longer to evaluate what had happened than it did to actually do it. There was so much depth in it. We kept going deeper and deeper into what really had happened and why it had happened. And so I know one of the first grants that Donna went after was the evaluation piece, and that's really essential to what we are doing next, because we will be watched. We will be watched by not just people who are interested in seniors, not just people who are interested in health. We'll be watched by the academy, and to see if this really does open whole new avenues for research and for knowledge.